So y'all, I tried to do the whole I tried to do this reading in like just a video form, but the video got deleted. So I'm gonna do it on my live and then I'm gonna post it onto my YouTube, okay? Now, we are going to be doing downloaded messages that I had come through to me. And then we're also going to sit over here, and then after I'm done doing downloaded messages, I'm going to be channeling collective for my amethyst ball, okay? If I feel like doing personal readings at the end, I might. I don't. It's just depending on my energy, okay? Hi, Beauty. Hi, Adriana. So let's get into it, okay? I don't know why I felt the need to button myself up. The first downloaded message I got is show up as who they created you as, okay? And specifically I said show up as who they created me as. So, what does that mean? I touched based off of why I changed my name last time, like really last night, but some of you guys wasn't here. To everybody, to family, to the new people, my name is Tavion. My government name, what I was born as, is Tavion. My maiden name is Mason on my grandfather's side. And I felt like I had to change my name because that's who I am. That's what God made me. That's who I was formed into this world as. And I feel like a lot of you guys have a lot of problem with who you are as people, including myself when I was a child. I hated the name Tavion. Charlie is my middle name. And so I always used to be like, call me Taviana, call me other shit. Don't call me Tavion. I'm not a fucking man type shit. But it wasn't until I realized that that's who I am. And I feel like God is sitting over here. He made me write that down is because I feel like God wants y'all to start showing up who y'all are. A lot of y'all don't like yourselves, and I feel like I want you to understand something. A lot of you guys need to start showing up as who he made you, because guess what? That name that he gave you, it's a reason. It's a reason. The next point, that's So Raven theme song. I want y'all to listen to that after this live. And the reason why, and this is specifically for like my people that is like tarot readers, or even if you just do prophecy work, or even if you just sit over here and you like, yo, I feel a little bit spiritual type shit, okay? Specifically this part, and I wrote it like this. I'm not gonna sing this shit. It's, if you gaze into the future, you might think life it would be a breeze. A lot of you guys is getting tarot readings. A lot of you guys are sitting over here getting downloaded messages. A lot of you guys are sitting over here peeking into the future as to what it would be. And y'all think, all right, bet. I know what it's going to be like. So guess what? I'm going to sit over here and try to do everything, and catch me. I'm trying to do everything to make sure that that future comes true. When y'all really don't know that if y'all stay within flow, then it's going to fucking happen. The next part is seeing trouble from a distance, but it isn't that easy. I try to save the situation, then I end up misbehaving. Some of you guys, y'all get tarot readings. Sometimes y'all could read yourself. Sometimes you could sit over here and they telling you, yo, my man's is cheating. They sitting over here telling you like, yo, you might fall out with a coworker. They sitting over here saying, yo, be mindful of this. They giving you all these warnings and stuff like that. So that's AKA causing you to misbehave. AKA that's causing you to sit over here and try to alter your reality type shit. Y'all catch me? So because you are sitting over here altering this shit, it's creating a whole new future for you. What does that mean? Do you guys know what the butterfly effect is? Butterfly effect is if you go into your life and you alter one single minor little thing, something so small, then all of a sudden you got a whole new future. You got a whole new husband, a whole new wife, a whole new family. A lot of you guys are sitting over here going too far into your future, and catch me. Some of you guys is going too far into your future by getting these readings, by sitting over here, even listening to me. You're supposed to get downloaded messages, and this is just like for y'all to understand some shit real quick, okay? You guys are supposed to sit over here and get downloaded messages to help you with your present moments, to make sure that you're on track with your present moments. But sometimes our tarot readings, we be so advanced type shit. We want to give you all of the shit. You gonna have 2 kids. You gonna have this. Your husband gonna be this sign type shit. They gonna sit over here and tell you they cheating on you. You need to remove that. All this shit, right? It causes you to start misbehaving because you're trying to shift shit, okay? So it's going to lead me to my next part. Peep into the future and try to alter it, and then everything will change now. Warning. Breaking up before it happens, or before it's supposed to happen or is meant to, will take away from important readings, lessons you're meant to know, and conversations meant to be had. I want y'all to understand something. Now catch me. I understand that you were a cheating ass person. I understand that this person is hurting you. I understand that, listen, you are going through things in life with people and in work situations, and just because God is like, don't just make it about love, make it about life. Some of these lessons, y'all, you got to learn these lessons. And the reason why is because it's going to prepare you for your next moment. But the point of the matter is that some of you guys are skipping the lessons. Some of you guys are skipping important conversations that needed to be had. Sometimes y'all are skipping the closure that y'all need. Some of you guys are skipping the important conversations of people just fucking apologizing to you because you have found out that, listen, this person cheated. And you like, yo, they told me in a reading yesterday you cheated, so you got to go. And you're leaving this person before you're supposed to leave them. You get me? And I feel like in sense of that, and sometimes it's like, and let me take it to a job level. Some of you guys are getting readings, they're like, yo, you need to leave your job in order to start your career and your own type shit, or it's time for you to elevate. But some of you guys are just like, fuck it, I'm gonna quit tomorrow. And then all of a sudden, that wasn't supposed to be your message. That wasn't, you wasn't supposed to do that tomorrow. You were supposed to sit over here and wait a little bit off type stuff and do it maybe in a year when you actually had a plan. You get me? So you over here automatically, you just created a drastic ass butterfly effect. And now all of a sudden your whole life is about to change just because you sat over here and you went too far in the future. Okay? Next point. Key emphasis on conversations meant to be had, because I forgot to mention one point. Some of you guys aren't having the important conversations, y'all aren't having the important lessons, and therefore, and catch me, y'all, because y'all are not having these conversations, you're about to sit over here and fucking go and meet somebody just like the last person you just fucking left in order to get that conversation and that lesson. See, a lot of you guys be sitting over here asking yourselves like, how come I keep meeting the same people? How come I keep sitting over here, like I keep running, like they look different, but they are the same fucking people? It's because you left that last situation too fast, or maybe that person left you. But the point of the matter is that when God has a lesson for your ass, or he has a conversation that he needs to get through to your fucking brain, then guess what? He's going to send other motherfuckers to give it to you. Okay? That part is for me. Another message specifically for my people that does like prophecy work, and y'all get like a whole bunch of downloads. I have to sit over here and tell y'all to discern between what messages are actually just for your eyes only, and versus for what the thing that you're supposed to sit over here and get out to the world. I also wrote down cutting poisonous fish out of your diet. Some of you guys, and the reason that that triggered me is because, y'all, I have been like a pescatarian for fucking like 12 years type stuff. But I feel like lately they've been sitting over here telling me to cut out fish out of my diet, and it's been like, I don't want to. But then now it's like, it's because it's poisonous. So that's going to help some people, specifically shellfish. And if you go deep down into it, it's fucking basically everything. I also feel the need to say that the end, that's the end. This is the beginning. I hear the names Gail and David. I also hear father's mother. I'm hearing my kids won't get it out of the mud. Support the Vikings. And at first I put Vikings, but it means to be Vikings. And I think within that, some of you guys don't know what your heritage is. Some of you guys are not sitting over here understanding that, yes, you might sit over here and like externally, you might come from Africa. You might have Jamaican up in you. You might be Mexican. You might be a whole bunch of other stuff. But in a past life, you was a Viking. You might have Viking blood. I feel like your ancestors, and I think y'all need to understand that too with your spirit teams. Your spirit teams want you to sit over here, and even past lives want you to still honor who you were in your past life, because that is, the more that you unlock yourself, the more that the knowledge and the wisdom that you have is going to unlock as well, okay? The last part of my downloaded messages, I'm going to switch to my amethyst bowl, is don't put a timeline on when it will happen. Just ask and it will. A lot of you guys are sitting over here, and the analogy I'm going to use is Valentine's Day, okay? Some of you guys are sitting over here going and you getting into relationships, and you sitting over here, and y'all, I didn't even know that this shit was here for so long. A lot of you guys are sitting over here saying, God, I want a relationship. I want to be married by Valentine's Day. I want to sit over here. I want to do all this shit type shit, right? And God is like, I can give you a person. You could be married by tomorrow, but you sitting over here giving me a date. For what? And it's not that y'all are not powerful manifestors. Y'all could sit over here and be really powerful manifestors. But is that your right person? Is that the right timing? See, a lot of you guys are putting pressure on time when God is like, big dog, I move when the fuck I want to fucking move. You can't tell me when I want to fucking move. And I feel like that's the big message of it all is that, listen, ask for what it is that you want. Don't put a time limit on it, because you're limiting yourself. You trying to be over here and be in a relationship by Valentine's Day. You could be in a relationship by tomorrow. Okay? Let's get into amethyst. And I'm doing collective, right? I see you crying. Some of you guys are going to live really old lives. But it's like, are you going to cry about the one that got away? And when I say that, I think about the conversation that I just had with my grandmother. And my grandmother just sat over here. My grandmother's 83 years old. And she just sat over here and she was telling me, like, you know, she'd been married 3 times. I think really 2. And the last one was just kind of like a last doing the bed. But she was telling me she really, like, she cared about everybody, but her heart was really with just one person. But that person was the person that broke her the most. That person, don't get me wrong, she had different experiences with everybody, but that person was the person that sat over here and, like, you know, was possessive. That person he was controlling. He was like, he sat over here and threw her through the mud type stuff, but she loved him the most. Why do we love people that hurt us the most? The significance of that is because we sit over here and we get comfortable with being uncomfortable. We love what makes us uncomfortable. Y'all, I feel the need while I'm looking at this to tell y'all about a dream that I had. I keep dreaming about this guy that I cut off. Like, he just keeps popping up in my dreams, okay? I want y'all to understand something. This guy keeps popping up in my dreams, and it keeps being revealed different things. There's two things I want you to take from this. Some of you guys, your dreams tell you powerful things. Like, everybody has different dreams, but sometimes your dreams could sit over here and tell you about a situation before, like, you over here asking God for answers. He like, well, here going in your dreams. The second thing is that every time in my dreams, y'all, with a certain individual, bad things keep happening. And bad things more so like treatment wise. Like, in my dreams, he's not treating me right. He's sitting over here entertaining other people. He's sitting over here going and talking back to exes and stuff like that. And it's just like, but I don't talk to this person, God. Why do you keep bringing him into my dreams? And I feel like the significance of that is because you have to cut a cord. It could also be that these people are trying to get you back into... There's 2 other things. These people could be thinking about you, and they're trying to... Because you're not talking to them, they're going to contact you in your dream state. The second thing is that it could be fucking... it could be that you're eating too late, and it's causing your mind to shift. And it's causing you to have disillusions. But the third thing is that sometimes they're telling you the truth about a situation. Maybe you've been on the fence on if you want to go back to this person, or if you want to sit over here and actually make things work with this person. And your dream state is what keeps it real with you. And I think that goes back to my original downloaded message, y'all, is that y'all gotta be who y'all was born to be type shit. What does that mean, Tavion? I'm gonna break it down to you. That means that y'all need to sit over here and start trusting y'all intuition, trusting y'all inside. If your intuition is telling you right now, like, yo, that person ain't right, then why is you going against yourself? Because then you're creating chaos within yourself. I feel the need to ask y'all, are y'all taking y'all mask off? I'm seeing Aries. I'm seeing pay attention. I'm seeing a big lake. Maybe some of you guys might be going to a lake soon. I feel the need to sit over here and tell y'all to stop sitting over here living your life for a man or a woman. Stop living your life for a relationship. Some of you guys need to sit over here and start living your life for you. And that includes, because at first I thought it was just relationship. But some of it could be you living your life because you living the life that your mom wanted to live, but because she couldn't live it, she's making you live it. Same thing with your dad. That's real. I see a lot of different things in here, but it's like, what do I want to touch on? So maybe you guys have a lot of things that y'all have going on in y'all life right now, and you like, where do I start? You see the initials JB? Some of you guys have a lot of things where it's just like, okay, I'm trying to focus on my love life. I'm trying to focus on finances. I'm trying to focus on all my past issues, all my past traumas. And it's like, where do I start? Is it my anger issues? Is it because I sat over here and I disrespected my grandmother and I regret that? Is it because my mama used to call my grandmother and talk shit about me? Like, you know, like, is you letting that? Is it the insecurities I want to start with? Is it because I never truly finished college? Is it because I sat over here and I barely finished high school? Shit, some of y'all didn't even finish high school. Is it because y'all chose the wrong career? It's like a lot of y'all have a lot of different traumas that y'all could start with. Some of y'all got abortions and y'all wish I would have never got an abortion. Some of y'all wish I would have got an abortion. Take it as it resonates, y'all. And it's like, where do I start? Y'all got trauma for days. But then I challenge y'all to sit over here and ask yourself, well, where the fuck do y'all want to start? I see the number 8. Now I see 88. And we just had that 88 portal. So some of you guys could have been manifesting on that. I also feel the need to sit over here and say rose-colored glasses. Some of you guys is really sad. I also see burritos. Maybe you guys is eating burritos. Some of you guys are heavy smokers. I feel the need to sit over here and say, if you're smoking, just be mindful of who you're getting your supply from. I also feel the need to say fentanyl. And it's crazy when I said that I like immediately heard censored. So maybe somebody's trying to censor you. And it's funny, I see a person with like a wrap over their head, but it's giving me like like karate, maybe jiu-jitsu type stuff. It could be a headband, like maybe you played basketball before. It's like one of those NBA headbands type stuff. I'm also seeing somebody with a mohawk, and it's crazy because I was just watching a reading, and the reading was sitting over here talking about back in the day, men used to, in a native tribe, I can't remember what the tribe's name is, but men back in the day, they used to shave their heads for women to protect the woman. But in the reading, the lady was saying that nowadays women are shaving their heads. But she didn't say to protect the man, but what I heard was to protect the man. So I feel like that's because the gender roles are starting to be like fluid. And at first I was going to say switch, but God was like, say fluid. I also have to say some of y'all best friends might have cancer. That's not for everybody. Specifically like 2 people. Some of you guys need new shoes. Some of you guys want love so bad that that's all you focus on. especially when you start drinking. That's what causes you to only see love. When you start drinking, you start thinking about that baby you could have had or you did have, but it's not in existence. So that's specific as fuck. Some of you guys could be Pisces. I see the number. You know what's crazy is I said I see the number, but I see the letter R. Is there a number R? I see a 7 upside down. I see the initial A. I see the initial D. Some of you guys need to go to gynecologist, because I'm seeing like the outline of a stomach. So maybe that's just not a gynecologist. Maybe that's masculine, because then right next to it is a masculine. If you're a masculine and you have like stomach issues, it's something with the lining in your stomach. Granted, Joel, these are confirmations. I want y'all to understand something. How you doing, Melanin? These are confirmations. If this ain't your shit, do not take it. Some of you guys have been drinking heavy, because this is the second image that I got with, like, it's like a wine glass in your head. Maybe you guys have just recently went wine tasting, or have been thinking about going wine tasting. Maybe you guys get liquor courage when y'all do drink. If you guys are wondering if you'll get married, I'm seeing yes, but again, God wants me to call your attention to, guess what? Butterfly effect. If you choose not to want to get married, then guess what? You don't got to get married. That's your willpower. Just be careful, because once you make a real big commitment, you're going to have a lot of jealous people, especially exes, especially if you a feminine energy. Because now I'm hearing the song, he ain't right, he don't even drive. Whenever you want to sneak out in the middle of the night, baby, I'm your guy. So we on Chris Brown vibes. Baby, he's not the man. Or no, he says, baby, your man ain't me. Some of you guys, a lot of you guys, have a lot of y'all ancestors that's really watching over your back, and they're encouraging you to continue to move forward. Some of you guys don't understand that you're supposed to be the generational breakers of what y'all got going on. A lot of y'all don't understand that a lot of your ancestors they fucking cried and they wept for you to move forward. They bled for you to keep going. But y'all giving up. Y'all giving up on life itself. Y'all giving up on love. Y'all giving up on shit. The dream job that you want. Maybe the dream fucking career you want to create for yourself type shit. Like, heavy Aries energy. Heavy Aries energy. I'm also getting the initial T. I'm also seeing a P. I'm also getting a Q, specifically Quincy. I'm hearing crown chakra. I feel the need to sit over here and say, if you take care of people, people will take care of you. Some of you guys need to find corporations where you are being taken care of if you plan to build up somebody else's company. I'm also seeing aliens. Some of you guys could have had alien experiences, specifically when you were a child. Some of you guys, and this is a specific person. Some of you guys had, you know what's crazy? I just said this is a specific person. So maybe it really is some of y'all. Y'all had a, like y'all was abducted type shit. I also feel the need to tell y'all a thought that I had. I really do feel like, you know what's crazy is this is the second time I looked up and it keeps saying Little Tay died. It said it twice. Little Tay died. But I know who Little Tay is. I just don't know who he is. But that's a side note. They don't want me to tell you that yet. So I can't tell you that. That's why. Okay. I see the initial Z. I see the number 5 upside down. If I turn it this way, then it's actual 5. Oh, that's why you had me do it. Some of you guys is so deep in your head. Oh, because you wanted me to finish this. Some of you guys, your mind is judged, like, hold on, wait. I was going to say clouded. But then I was going to say judged. Some of you guys could want to be a judge. But some of you guys are drinking a lot and it's clouding your vision. Some of you guys are taking the wrong advice from people, and that's what's it's clouding like your vision, specifically your mind. Maybe the people that's trying to give you like the advice and stuff, they're trying to cheer you up. Because I see like they're laughing. Some people could really be laughing at your pain. But when I first got it, it's like they're trying to cheer you up. But in turn, it's like you're just feeding me a whole bunch of bullshit. I'm seeing the initials JT. I'm seeing tulips. Is there such thing as white tulips? I always see tulips and they're always like yellow. Some of you guys are going to be receiving an apology text message, because I just had a text message pop up and it said, I'm sorry. You said, Lil Tay, you said it's a little girl. She was being forced to be famous by her family. Didn't we just say something about you living your life for your family for your mom? So that might be significant. Maybe some of you guys are sitting over here being forced to be people that you're not. And that's how we did start too. We did sit over here and say that some of you guys are sitting over here, you have a mask on. But now I'm hearing Future's mask off. Fucking mask off. I'm seeing the initial A again. I'm seeing Two-Face. And at first, when I thought about that, at first I heard like the makeup from Sephora, but then it's like no. And then I thought about like Geminis, how they two-faced, or like they have two sides to themselves. Or some of you guys might be having twins, so two faces. But specifically, when I heard the Mask Off song, it's like you show two different sides. Some of you guys know how to like code switch really well. Some of you guys like have to portray. Some of you guys could be actors or actresses, or that's what your line of work, you want to get into that. But some of you guys have to play both sides in order to win. But win what? I'm seeing microphones. I'm seeing like Emmy Awards. I'm seeing, so this is specific. What is that Oscar? That's an Oscar. Okay. Ooh, do I got actresses and actors watching me? Is that what it is? No, I'm just playing. I also feel the need to sit over here and tell y'all that like people are people, no matter what they do, no matter what line of work they do. So don't ever feel like anybody is above you. That's just like when you see Beyonce. Like Beyonce isn't above us. She's amazing at her art. Drake is amazing at his art. But they're still people. They still have feelings. They still get their feelings hurt. They still cry. They still eat like we eat. They shit how we shit. Like, they're people. They just so happen to be in the public eye. And therefore, because of that, like, some of you guys could be in the public eye. But you're still people. And you just want people to see you. And some of you guys, even if you're not in the public eye, like some people view you as strong. And therefore, like, it's like, but I don't want to be strong no more. It's like I want to be me. And maybe to your friends, you're the strong friend. You're the friend that everybody else comes to. You the one that they sit over here and they spill all they secrets to type shit. But it's like, in the end, who do I express my feelings to? Who do I ask for money? Who do I sit over here and go to when I'm having a bad day? I'm the one that's sitting over here cracking all the jokes and making you feel good. I'm the one that's sitting over here giving you advice on, you better leave that person. I'm seeing a fish, so Pisces might be significant. I'm also hearing Scorpio, and I'm also seeing like a little scorpion. I'm seeing a seahorse too. Some of you guys are very like well spoken. You're really great at communicating. So some of you guys need to do like careers as far as with communication. What's stopping you? Some of you guys is like, okay, what am I supposed to do with communication? You could do podcasts, you could do interviews, you could do broadcasting, you could do sports center and stuff like that. And some of you guys is like, but that's on the big streams. Like, it's like y'all keep making excuses for the things that y'all want to do. And now that's a collective message, not just about communications. If you continue to make excuses about the shit that you love to do or shit that comes easy to you, then guess what? Your life is going to be an excuse. I feel the need to sit over here and tell y'all that. I also feel the need to say the confirmation is within you. Some of you guys have an older, like an elder. At first I was going to say an older gentleman, but then it could be an older grandmother as well that either recently passed away or that is about to pass away. Yeah. And I see some of you guys looking over them like, I wish I would have talked to them. So if you guys still have grandparents that are alive, go talk to them. I'm not gonna sit over here and put a date on anything, because you know nothing is official, and I feel like that's specifically for a specific person. But it's like, just go start talking back to your family. Yeah. Now I'm seeing an older lady. She's here, and maybe she might smoke. He might smoke. Might wear glasses too. But I'm seeing like wrinkles on the face. They're older. It's not like 40s type shit. Like they like in their 80s, 70s, 80s, and they got wrinkles and stuff. They wear glasses. But it's like, go talk to them, because you might think that your people in the past like won't be open to you, but now that you're older, like, and you talk to older people, then you find that older people are ready to sit over here and reveal more to you, because they feel like their life is like gonna be gone, so they're trying to get everything out. That's why some of you guys could be in the profession where you sit over here and you deal with older people, because those is the people that sit over here, like they always have like they last, like they dying wishes, or they trying to get everything. And maybe that's significant too. Some of you guys could be story writers. Maybe some of you guys need to write about your life, because some of y'all have been through a lot of fucking shit in life. I'm seeing heavy emphasis on cancer. So some of you guys could be cancer, or somebody in your family could have cancer. Or maybe you have the gene in your mind that, like, you have genes, like maybe one of your family members passed away from cancer. So maybe deep in your mind you wondering, hey, can I get cancer? I say just go get checked just in case. I also feel the need to sit over here and say, where's your heart at? Some of you guys are zombies. I'm seeing scissors. Some of you guys need to cut off this person from your heart. That's the last final steps for a few of you guys. A lot of you guys is like, I don't know how to let this person go. I don't know how to release this person. First, you need to realize that the situation is dead. It's dead. I'm seeing like literally a Grim Reaper. It's dead. The next thing you need to sit over here and do is remove yourself. But I feel like some of you guys have already removed yourself. But then it's like, cut the strings. Cut out. And it's funny because I see the scissors, and the scissors is in this person's eyes type stuff. And it's like, maybe it's like you keep sitting over here thinking that they care about you based off of what you're visually seeing. So maybe you're visually seeing them text you. You're visually seeing them blow up your phone. You're visually seeing them come to your house and trip on you. But is that love? It's not. This person keeps speaking that they love you, but their actions don't show you that they love you. They just show you that they're fucking a maniac and they're obsessed with you. But that's obsession does not equate to love. That's for some of you guys. I'm seeing lightning. Some of you guys need to, like, a lightning strike in order to open up your heart. But you cutting away from this past connection is what's going to open up your heart to release. It's going to also open up your eyes and open up your third eye chakra and open up your senses again, because your senses have been sitting over here blocked off for so long. I'm hearing eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Your eyes, your ears. You see things visually, but sometimes your mind will have you, when it's not what you want to hear, your ears shut off, so you're not listening. When your emotions, when your heart, when you feel attacked, when your ego feels attacked, you don't hear what people are saying to you. It's like when you walk in and you catch somebody cheating on you. Your eyes see this, so your ears hear nothing. It's confirmation. You already know. Sometimes when you're arguing with people, you don't remember what you say, because it's not coming from a logical place. It's coming from a hurt place. But you need to be mindful of your tongue, because you don't know that your tongue hurts deep too. It's caused this person to cry. I hear some of y'all be like, I don't give a fuck about that person crying. Some of these people are crying because you have moved on. In the back of your mind, some of you guys, okay, so two things. Wait, okay. Some of you guys could be moving on, but you're kind of sad about the person that you're moving on with. That's for a particular person. Some of you guys could be moving on, like marriage type shit, like you in a whole nother situation. Some of you guys could be fire signs, but it's like you're still not healed. And you recognize within this person that they're not healed either. I'm also seeing the visual of a spine. I feel the need to sit over here and say that somebody really doesn't have a spine. But what does that mean? They don't have a spine. Everybody has a spine. Oh, God is saying it's an analogy. Okay. It's an analogy. It's no backbone. They're showing you like they're acting hard. Like y'all ever see like masculines and they just like they acting like, listen, I got it like this, you gonna act like this, you gonna do this. I'm masculine. But if you like kick one little thing, you trigger one little thing within them, you gonna see they spine fumble. You gonna see, and honestly, now that first I said masculine, but some of that is for feminine energy too. Some of y'all feminines, y'all are in y'all masculine energy, and y'all just like, I don't need a man for nothing. But if that one person come back around and they kick your ass, like kick that little thing, it's like you have like one little small piece holding up your motherfucking spine. But if that motherfucker call you tomorrow, that's my man. I'ma stick beside him. So it's like, what's your foundation? And it's funny because the sun keeps going from light to dark. You going back in your past is what's causing you to stay within your dark ages and in your dark days. What is that one song, y'all, where it's like, dun dun, dun 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 dun? Well, at first I was gonna say Powerpuff Girls, but I'm not thinking of it's the YMCA song. Some of you guys might be sitting over here going to the YMCA because it's like, yeah, man. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know the lyrics to that song, but I don't know why that just popped up in my motherfucking head, okay? YMCA. Those could be your initials. YMCA. Or it could be a letter in your name. Is we into it? I'm also hearing family reunion. Who we introduced. And so some of you guys could have went to a family reunion this summer, or you're getting ready to do it in the fall. I think if you guys were invited to a family reunion, I feel like you should go. And the reason why is because I feel like some of you guys is like, I don't want to see those people, but I feel like you have to see those people, and those people need to see you. I'm also seeing mold, specifically around clothes. So some of you guys need to get rid of your clothes, like they got mold on them. That's a specific message. It's not for everybody. If you know your apartment just had mold in it, your apartment was leaking and shit, it's for you. I'm also seeing like a jazz symbol, and now I'm hearing Utah. Some of you guys could be like from random ass places, because I just found out that one of my cousins, like her grandma on her side of the family is from Wyoming. And I was like, she was raised in Wyoming. Like, what the fuck is that like? And I was like, Wyoming? Wyoming. I'm seeing the initial M. I'm seeing a W. Or like Michigan. Who lives in Michigan? No diss to the people that's in other places, you know. Yeah, the Utah Jazz is it's a basketball team, but what was I saying? Is there any other messages that you need to get out to these people? The hurt is gonna go away, y'all. I feel the need to say, if y'all want a personal reading, link in the fucking bio, because some of you guys need specific messages, because this is a collective message, but some of you guys want insight on certain things. So if you do, link in the bio. I feel the need to sit over here and go back to my downloads really quickly, so please hold. Since I've been away for so long, y'all, I have an immense amount of downloads. Do you want me to do this one? Yeah, this is the one. Okay. This is just going to be a whole bunch of random things, but some of you guys need to do a 2014 and 2017 reveal. And what I mean by that is make a page and write down everything that happened between those moments that were significant to your heart. I'm hearing specifically 3 hours. I'm hearing back to square one. I'm hearing midnight. I'm also hearing upper hand with location. Only some of these things. You guys know how I said some of you guys need to cut out seafood. When I got that download, they were saying specifically shellfish. So I went through and I wrote down every fucking piece of shellfish that I could not eat. So it was cut out shrimp, crab, some catfish, eel, cod, bass, flounder, halibut, oysters, clams, octopus, and salmon. I basically liked almost, well, I didn't like some of the shit, but like I eat salmon, I eat octopus, I eat crab and shrimp, like lobster, I eat catfish, I eat oysters, like I eat that shit. So to me, it was like, okay, cut off all the fucking all the seafood. I can't eat no seafood. But that was my analogy. So some of you guys just need to cut out these specific types of fucking fishes. The bottom feeders. Some of you guys need to take omega-3s. I wrote down 2 people coming together. I also wrote down money will never be a problem again. I wrote down Georgia Guidestones, but when I went up to when I looked it up, it was destroyed because I heard somebody, they had took a trip there. And I was like, that would be a cool place to go. But it was an explosion and it was damaged and it was destroyed. So some of you guys need to start taking trips now, because in the future some things might be destroyed. And when I did that download, like I was thinking of New Orleans. I was thinking of Paris, Chicago, and Rome. All random places. In Boston, heavy on Boston. If you guys you guys could be from those places, but when I wrote that down, those are the specific places I remembered. And the crazy part is that, y'all, I don't even have this wrote down. Like, I don't have those places wrote down, but I remember them in my mind. It's crazy. You said, I almost cried when you said the last one. I don't know why. Italy about to be underwater. Atlanta. Some of you guys are having bad dreams. And the reason why is because I just felt my dog's foot going like this, and I could tell she's having a bad dream right now. And usually I wake her up when she does that, but for some reason I'm not going to wake her up this time. Because maybe there's significance as to why you're having bad dreams. Sometimes you just need to, instead of forcing yourself to wake up, sometimes you need to figure out what's the lesson behind that or what's the download behind the bad dream. And then I just thought of this person. When I said that, that's crazy. I just thought about this guy. But what's the significance of the guy? Tell the story. Okay. Let me tell you guys a story. Sometimes, y'all, listen, I just do what they tell me to do, okay? Let me tell you a story really quickly. There's this guy that I had met. Cool guy. He's a Gemini. And we went and we hung out a few times. The first time it was hella cool. The second time, it was kind of like, it was weird. It wasn't weird vibes, but specifically, they're not saying talk about that. Talk about the conversation. Okay. The conversation that me and this guy had was about, like, just getting to know each other. But within us getting to know each other, guys, what part? Because we talked about so much shit, God. Running away from the dark. Some of you guys is sitting over here running away from badass relationships, and you guys are entering into a clear stage in y'all relationships, or like you're finally at, and catch me, how you doing, Ray? Some of you guys are entering into a season where you are like you're finally in the sunshine. And it's crazy because when I look up, this is the card that I see, right? How you doing, Star Girl? This is the card that I see when I say that. But within our conversation, we was talking, and he was literally sitting over here running out of this dark place and into this light place, right? Within our conversation, he was telling me like, yo, I'm finally at a place where I'm at peace. I finally am at a place where I'm figuring it out. He was like, I do have bad days. I do have good days. But the significance of that is that he's scared to move forward. He's scared to be in a relationship. He's scared to sit over here and move forward. And I want y'all to understand something. The significance of that is that a lot of you guys is allowing y'all life to fucking pass you by because you're not sitting over here moving forward. See, I need you to understand something. Some of y'all had to get y'all asses beat. Some of y'all had to sit over here and go through those dark places. Some of you guys had to sit over here and be in relationships for 3, 4 years, 5 years, whatever the case was. Y'all had to sit over here and go through all this stuff in order for you to sit over here and fucking get the love of your life and move forward. But how are you gonna know? Like, it's like, God, I made a post about this yesterday, or it was like day before, and I was just like, listen, what if you sit over here and actually it was Kevin Gate. Sorry, Kevin Gate. I was about to take your credit real quick. He was saying, listen, God could place the love of your life in your face type shit, but how are you gonna sit over here and realize that it's the love of your life? You're gonna let the love of your life just pass you by real fucking quick. And in reality, it's because you over here saying, well, I'm peaceful right now. I don't have no chaos going on right now. Why do you think that this next person is gonna bring you chaos? You've healed enough. So if you have healed enough, then why is you sitting over here thinking like, catch me, or all the shit you went through was because you was naive, right? All the shit you went through in your past is because you didn't have the knowledge that you have right now. You didn't have the hurt in your heart that you have right now. But now that you got all the wisdom, you got the game, you got all of, catch me, y'all, you got all of this right now. You have it. It's going to guide you into your next shit. It's going to guide you. And from there into your next stuff, you're going to be able to identify, okay, this is a red flag. This is something like, y'all going to be able to identify like, listen, are you over here talking about going and you don't know if this is where you want to be? Okay, bye type shit. You get me? So that's the significance. Some of you guys are scared to move forward, but this is your confirmation that it's time for you to move forward. Another downloaded message that I got is that in 3 days, a gift will be received. And when I thought about that, I feel like that means that it could be a spiritual gift. Some of you guys are spiritual. But some of you guys could be physically getting a gift, because I actually had a dream, and within that dream I had like a package. Like it was like literally a package, but I don't remember ordering a package. I also said, I wrote down reconciliation in November. And I know that November seems like a far time away, because when I wrote down it, I said in November. But then I said we're in August, September, October, November. So in 3 months, 3 days, 3 months, 3 hours. 333 could be significant. Some of you guys need to clear out things that you've had since September. I also wrote down that divine timing is fluid. So some of you guys, it's funny that I said 3 days, 3 hours, and 3 months. Because although something could be like, for one of y'all, something could be 3 months. But for some of y'all, it could happen in 3 days. For some of y'all, it could happen in 3 hours. Some of y'all, it could happen in 3 minutes. And it's crazy because it's 1101 right now. It's 1101. So it's threes. Something is happening in threes. I also wrote down purify and end cycles equals solitude. And then I wrote down August, September, and October. So some of you guys need to really purify yourself and end cycles during August, September, and October. A lot of you guys like to sit over here and say, I'm going to wait till January 1st. No, do that shit now. I also wrote down the more honest I am, the more free I am. Some of you guys need to start being more honest. And then I was having a conversation where just yesterday, I was so honest within those conversations that there was nothing that person could sit over here and do but respect it. And I need y'all to understand something. Sometimes you guys are dealing with fucking people, and honesty hurts. The truth hurts. But you being honest is what's going to unlock the next level. You being honest is what's going to sit over here and set you free and set that person free. Some of you guys could be Arabic. I'm also hearing altar. Some of you guys need to do altar work, or maybe you guys have an altar, but you guys need to sit over here and start paying more attention to your altar. Sometimes you need to sit over here and realize that sometimes your ancestors don't like certain shit you putting on your altar. It's like you think that they would like it, but you need to talk to your grandparents and ask them, okay, what is it that you like? Did you like rum? Did you like cookies? Did you like I'll give you an example with my grandmother. My grandmother loved tapioca fucking pudding. And I used to give her like potatoes, sweet potatoes and shit like that. But it's like, bitch, I ain't really like sweet potatoes like that. Bitch, give me some pudding type shit. Like, some of you guys for your altar, you need to get specific and maybe ask, like, maybe you don't know what they like, but ask your family members, i.e. go to those family reunions like I told you, so you can get information on what they like, so you can start giving to them what they need so they can be more powerful. I also feel the need to sit over here and tell y'all that, listen, your ancestors, the people that are, even though they're not physically here, they're spiritually here. And I also feel the need to sit over here and tell you, because of that, they are watching your back. They see what you don't see. So guess what? When that motherfucker ain't texting you back, it's a reason. When that person is sitting over here not answering your phone, it's a reason. They're creating blockages. God is always, and even your spirit team, because sometimes God can't get the message. Y'all know how I sit over here and say, listen, y'all be sitting over here calling and y'all be over here leaving voicemails to God. You be like, yo, God, listen, I need you to come get me really quickly because this motherfucker is trying me. Sometimes God don't get that voicemail until 3 days later type shit, but your ancestors is on team. Like, now y'all have a whole spiritual team. It's not just 1 or 2 motherfuckers. Like, it's a whole bunch of people. So within that, it's like, but your spirit team is on standby. Just say the word. Allow them to intervene and they will come through. So what the fuck does that mean? Let me break it down in layman's terms for you. Ayo, ancestors, please remove, I give you permission to remove everybody that's no longer serving their purpose in my life. Anybody that is trying to send out evil eye to me. Anybody that's sitting over here that's trying to manipulate me. Remove them out my fucking energy. And I ask that you call judgment on all these people, because I already know I don't got to do no spell work on nobody. I already know we don't get down like that. No offense to the people that do, but that's not my thing. And guess what? By tomorrow, now motherfuckers is sick. Now by tomorrow, they sitting over here losing out on their opportunities. Now all of a sudden, everybody that sat over here and tried to attack me, I'm calling God's judgment on everybody, because guess what? God don't play about me, and God don't play about y'all. Star Girl, we talking. God don't play about us. God don't play about the beings that's out here, that's over here trying to help people. We not trying to hurt nobody. We trying to help people. Okay? Next thing, 2008 is significant, specifically the ages of 11 through 16. In 2008, I was 10 years old during that time. So 10 years could go back to when you were 10 years old. What happened? Maybe do a journal about it. I also wrote down the dates, July 10th, and then I also wrote down 18th with a question mark. So go back and look at your notes from those days. Look at your camera feeds. I feel the need to sit over here and like pay attention to what happened those days. I also wrote down read poets. Some of you guys, as I said, some of you guys are writers out there. Some of you guys are reading dead poets. I also wrote down 15 plus 16 people spazzing. So maybe you guys are entering up into a season, or maybe you just got out of this where you cut off every fucking body. It's like, you talk to me fucking crazy, you gotta go. Oh, you sitting over here playing on my phone, you gotta go. You not texting me back, you gotta go. Some of you guys are entering into a stage where you're not playing about your feelings. If motherfuckers are sitting over here trying to play with your feelings, yeah, it's a dub. I also see chasing, and it reminds me of this conversation I was having with this younger man, and he was like literally 22, y'all. He was like, I just don't chase. I don't chase. I don't chase. I'm like, sir, it's not about chasing. It's just about showing interest. What do you mean? He was like, well, I text you and you left me on scene. So maybe that's significant. And it's like, I didn't leave you on scene. I just had a lot going on. Maybe that's significant too. Some of you guys might, either this is you or this is your person. They're taking it personal that you are busy. And I hear horns outside, so that's confirmation. Somebody's taking it personal that you're busy. It's not that you left these people on scene. It's just like, listen, I got a life. Or they have a life. And some of you guys need to get a life in order for you to sit over here, in order to like stay busy, so you're not ruining connections. And then I heard CrossFit. Some of you guys might be doing CrossFit. I also put writing a letter. I put Mona Lisa. And then I also put Leonardo da Vinci. I wrote down stay balanced and prepared. I also wrote down moisturize. Some of you guys need to start moisturizing. Appreciate the little things. I said depression pills, another form of shadow work. But what the fuck does that mean? Depression pills. Oh, yo. That's going to be another live. Because that's like a whole, that's a deep dive. Yeah, that's it. That has to be a deep dive. Please hold, y'all. I got to circle this, so I remember to come back to it. That'll be like a whole separate video. I also wrote down Scorpio equals snake. Embrace ascension. 3.4 million. Look at the highest angel. And then it's crazy because I meant to put angle. And then spiritual therapist. We're not crazy. We go through shit. So I don't feel like this one was for me, so I'm going to give it out to y'all. Some of you guys need to understand something. You guys aren't fucking crazy. You're spiritual. You guys are not fucking crazy. You are spiritual. I want you to understand something. Because you are spiritual, because you have gifts, because you guys can see shit, because you guys can feel shit, because you guys in your mind, y'all just be knowing shit. Y'all be smelling shit. You could smell something and be like, oh, that's a Pisces type shit. Some of you guys can't go to regular therapists and tell them like, yo, I'm psychic type shit. Y'all can't go to regular therapists and be like, yo, I could see shit. So some of you guys, y'all paths could be to actually, or maybe you need to find, this could either be you or you need to find a spiritual therapist. Somebody that's qualified to be a therapist, but somebody that also has gifts like you. And now I'm hearing that what the fuck is a qualification anyway, because it's man-made too. And this is also the fight that I've had in my mind about going to college. I always went to college, but I never finished college. And the reason why is because I always felt like, well, college is man-made. I could sit over here and create my own course and sit over here and say, technically, I got my college information. So does that really make me qualified to be a therapist? Or do you go to somebody that feels right, that could sit over here, that looks like you, that feels like you, that is you, to help you? And that's not to knock on no therapist, because therapists, shout out to my therapist type shit. Y'all really do y'all big one, and I appreciate you. But what I'm saying is that some of you guys, especially if you got spiritual gifts, you got to go to other spiritual people to talk to. Now, discern. Because there are a lot of spiritual motherfuckers that sit over here and try to manipulate you. Discern. There are a lot of people that sit over here and try to feed you a lot of bullshit. See, I need you to understand something. When I'm working with my people and I have my clients that I'm reading for, my purpose is to get you to a point where you don't need me. You don't need me. Like, it's cool to have me, and it's 111 as I'm saying this. It's cool to have me. It's cool to do readings with me. But if it gets to a point to where we are sitting over here repeating and we are talking about the same motherfucker and you not doing the work, I'm not going to do your reading. That's the boundary that I have established. And the reason why is because you're not supposed to sit over here and I'm supposed to help you and to move forward. You're staying stagnant. I'm supposed to sit over here and give you guidance on what future is supposed to look like. You're staying stagnant. I can't work with you. That's significant for somebody. The next point is that a lot of these people that you guys go to sometimes, and even me personally, because I can read myself, real talk, but sometimes it feels better to go to somebody to actually get read by them. And like, just to hear somebody tell you back like you ain't fucking crazy. In those moments, sometimes you got to be careful with that shit too, because it's like, you're not supposed to need them. They're supposed to give you everything that you need within that moment. And don't get me wrong, if you come back, it's cool. Because there's some times where it's like, I need confirmation that I'm going in the right direction. But if it's like, yo, you still got Tony in your life. You still got Tony in your life. Month 3, you still got Tony in your life. I keep telling you, God is telling me, remove Tony, and you going to sit over here and life going to turn out. And you not listening, then guess what? You got to go. Okay? Now, I got some appointments that I have to get to today. So, if you guys want a personal reading, link in the fucking bio. I love you guys. I will be posting this on my YouTube. And I think that's all I got. Any comments, questions, or concerns? Or is we good for today? Okay? Thank you, Star Girl. Thank you, JC. I love you guys, and I will see y'all next time, okay?